Topic 1. Stellantis CEO announces efforts to address sales issues in the automotive industry, reflecting corporate recovery strategies. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares is addressing the company's declining sales in the U.S. He recently announced a management reshuffle, replacing the CFO and the heads of operations in North America and Europe. Tavares plans to retire when his contract ends in 2026, and the board is searching for his successor. Stellantis, formed from the merger of PSA Peugeot and Fiat Chrysler automobiles in 2021, is facing sales declines in both Europe and the U.S. due to various challenges, including competition from Chinese rivals and labor issues in Italy and the U.S. Topic 2. Walgreens plans to close 1,200 stores, indicating significant changes in the retail pharmacy landscape. Walgreens has announced plans to close approximately 1,200 stores over the next 3 years due to online competition and reduced prescription drug payments. This represents about 1/7 of its current locations. The decision is part of a cost-cutting and optimization program led by CEO Tim Wentworth. Despite reporting stronger than expected sales in the recent quarter, Walgreens faced a $3 billion loss due to impairments related to its pharmacy chain in China and a home care provider. Topic 3. Increased interest in women's sports, with bars and restaurants experiencing higher demand during WNBA season. Interest in WNBA games is rising, leading sports bars and restaurants to broadcast more women's sports events. Josh Pelkey, manager of Chicago's signature bar and restaurant, notes that finding WNBA games has become much easier. The popularity of women's sports is growing, especially during the WNBA finals. Chains like Bar Louie and Twin Peaks report an increase in female customers, attributing positive business impacts to WNBA games. Topic 4. Inflation rates in key swing state cities could influence upcoming election, highlighting the intersection of economics and politics. As inflation decreases in the final months of the presidential campaign, it may impact the fierce competition between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. Recent surveys show that over half of adults consider inflation a major issue, surpassing concerns about immigration, crime, and abortion. Inflation rates vary significantly in key cities like Detroit, Phoenix, Atlanta, and Philadelphia, which could influence election outcomes in these competitive states. Topic 5. Vice President Harris proposes plan involving legal marijuana and forgivable loans, potentially affecting black voter support for Trump. Vice President Kamala Harris has unveiled an opportunity agenda plan aimed at black men, proposing up to $20,000 in forgivable loans for black entrepreneurs. She also pledged support for federal marijuana legalization, building on the Biden administration's stance. Harris aims to create a regulatory framework for digital assets to protect market participants, seeking to boost support among black male voters in the competitive election landscape. Topic 6. Paris Motor Show features innovative car designs, while Chinese EV firm Xpeng commits to Europe despite tariffs. As the EU decides to raise tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles, Xpeng's Vice President Brian Gu expressed that this move puts significant pressure on their business model. Despite challenges, Xpeng remains focused on the European market. At the Paris Motor Show, European automakers are showcasing affordable electric vehicles to compete with Chinese rivals, with companies like Peugeot, BYD, and Volkswagen unveiling new models. Topic 7. California Governor Newsom signs legislation to prevent gas price spikes and criticizes oil companies. California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a bill aimed at preventing sudden gas price spikes at stations. The legislation requires refineries to maintain a certain fuel supply to avoid price surges during maintenance. Newsom criticized the oil industry for attempting to block the bill, asserting